Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is 2215
and Omi,
and we out here right now. We are in Tampa, Florida. We're going to be doing a driving tour of North Tampa. We're going to see what the neighborhood looks like. We got Vieja, Latina, Productos, Hispanos on my left-hand side. We got a Citigo gas station on my right-hand side. We got Tax Lions on my left. We're at the intersection of North Nebraska and East Lindbergh Ave. We got a barbershop on my right-hand side. We got Payless Furniture on my right, Advanced Auto Imports on my left. We got Buddy's Rental Purchase on my right. We're gonna merge right. We got Rivera's Tires on my left. We got the car shop on my right hand side. Tampa RV Park on my left. We got a Family Dollar here at the intersection of Bougainvillea and North Nebraska. What a name, Bougainvillea. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but alright, so it looks like we're entering a residential area. Let's make this right on 9th Ave. Let's start here. Start zigzagging. Because I had traffic behind me and I didn't want the traffic to influence the speed. So we're traveling about 6 miles an hour. We got what looks to be, looks like sectioned homes and or apartments on my right hand side. And on my left, we got a gentleman who's on the phone chatting. Says no trespassing. I guess that's where they put their dumpster at. Private property. It looks like a little trailer park back there. Yeah, it looks like a private little trailer park.
It looks abandoned.
Or storage, because a lot of those trailers look abandoned. Alright, we're now at 9th Ave and Poinsettia. Is that how you say it? Poinsettia. Poinsettia. Alright, so we're going to cross over. We'll go up one more block and then we'll make a left. Let's got some one-story buildings on my right. Got some huge trees on my left. They all seem to have their own private driveway parking. I don't really see too many street side parking vehicles. Lighting, Community Heroes, Liberty Manor for veterans on my left. So I guess that's like a private residence for ex-vets, you know, people who were in the military. Wow, we had a nice, what's this? What's that? A Chevrolet. Is that a Monte Carlo? It looks like, yeah, that is. It's actually an 86 Monte Carlo on my left. It looked like it was painted royal blue. LS is the 84, 85, 86 body. Alright, so we're going to make this left-hand turn. We got what looks to be a parent across the street on my right-hand side. She's walking with her child. We're at East Lindbergh and North 9th Street. Okay, we're gonna make this left-hand turn. Be careful for traffic. Alright, we're gonna make this left-hand turn on North Jasmine Ave. We're at East Lindbergh and North Jasmine Ave. I'm gonna turn left. Alright, I see some gated up windows for protection purposes. They all have lawns. So far, this looks like primarily a one-story neighborhood. The Halloween decorations on the left. Mailboxes on the street side. They built a little awning on my left-hand side to protect their vehicle. The houses, I would estimate they are about maybe 20 feet away from the street. 20 feet or so away from street side. We have what looks to be like a resident on my left-hand side. She's sitting out on a lawn chair, just taking in the air. This is a 5-digit address neighborhood. So for example, we just passed the address 10020 Jasmine Ave. Right now we're on North Jasmine Ave and East Poinsettia. This is actually the 10,000 block of Jasmine Ave. Not to be confused with the 1,000 block, but it's the 10,000 block of Jasmine Ave. No trespassing sign, City of Tampa on my left. It looks like a little swamp. And a motorcycle on my right. We got the City of Tampa trash bins. Plenty of shade. I'm loving the shade. And a lot of tropical plants. It's good that this neighborhood has some existing tropical plants. We went to a few Florida neighborhoods that didn't seem to have many like natural tropical plants, and the ones that they did have, they looked small. They looked like they were planted by the homeowners or the renters or whoever owns the property. Look at this house right here. Has a little garage, you see it? Got the stucco. That one looks pretty nice. It's not bad. Stucco, a little bit of brickwork, and some shingles. Alright, we're now back at Bougainvillea. It's spelled Bougainvillea. That's a mouthful. Bougainvillea. Unless you want to say Bougainvillea, like how they say bougie. We're Bougainvillea and Jasmine. We got some cars on the left parked right on the walkway of the sidewalk. Now in Florida, I haven't seen many neighborhoods with sidewalks, and this one has sidewalks, but we have people parked right on top of the actual walking path.
But it's only on one side.
Yeah, it's on the left side only. We're on East Holland and North Jasmine Ave. We got a nice little gated up property right here on my left. I like the whole little, the brick fort that they made. It's like a little brick fort, a wall, probably I would say 5 feet high. And some of it has probably steel gate or iron gate.
So they have a parking garage, and then they have the home, which is like 2-story.
Up top, right?
Yeah.
We're on Chikoot. Chikoot and North Jasmine. What's up with these street names? Chikoot. Chikoot. We got a trailer on my left. We got two gentlemen. Look like they're loading up a scrap truck. And this looks like another little mini trailer park on my left. Yep, it looks like a mini trailer park. Alright, we're on East Seneca. Seneca and Jasmine. Yeah, that was another little trailer park on my left hand side. So we've already seen two little trailer parks, little private ones, not in the best of shape. We're at East 108th Ave and North Jasmine. I see a Save-A-Lot shopping cart just flipped over right there. Somebody must have brought the Save-A-Lot shopping cart to their neighborhood and just left it there. We got some trash on my right. I don't know if it's trash day, but a bunch of cinder blocks and stuff. The house on my left across the street, look at it, has a whole set of solar panels. You see it on my left hand side right across the street next to that pole? They got solar panels, so they invested in solar energy. Let's make this right hand turn. We are currently on East 109th Ave. We got apartments on my left hand side. It's like an apartment complex. We got a car that's about to fly by me.
La Tierra Verde Apartments.
Nice. We just turned right on 11th Street. We're on 109 and 11th Street. This is 109 Ave, 109th Ave. We got a vehicle behind me. I'm gonna slowly pull over. Just so that they can go around me. Check out the fire hydrant on my right hand side, yellow with the royal blue cap. This looks like a Tampa City Department vehicle right here in front of us. We're on the 10,700 block of 11th Street. This is Seneca Ave. Is this the Ave with the trailer park? Yeah, I'm gonna turn right just to show you guys the trailer park. Like on the left hand side, you'll see how far it extends out. I know you guys didn't get a chance to see a real good view of it because it's on the left side, but just to give you another idea. And then you get to see some of the houses on the cross section, cross side. When we started this tour, we were traveling, you know, southbound, northbound, southbound, northbound. Normally, I don't like to jump to westbound, eastbound until I do a lot of the northbound, southbound. But this is a pretty big neighborhood.
That looked like it was just recently made.
This house on my left, right? Yeah, so she noticed that there's a house over here on my left that looks like it was recently rehabilitated. Look at that. Like they hooked it up. It looks nice. The address is 1001 East Seneca Ave. It looks nice. It looks well kept. We're on East Seneca and North Jasmine. And this is the trailer park on my left. That's in the middle of the residential neighborhood. Now what it looks like there's a mixture of trailer homes, which are the ones that you buy, you have them delivered here, and actual RV trailers. Like they buy the trailer, fifth wheel or whatever it is, the towable trailer, and they bring it to the park, and then they build a little fort around it, like a little base, so I guess raccoons and giant animals don't go under and build a habitat. Some of these look abandoned. They have no windows, they're falling apart. For example, I'm going to show you guys this one so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to reverse. We're using the vehicle as a tool because it's able to cover more space. See that trailer right there? The windows are missing. The ceiling on the inside is falling apart. The insulation is hanging. There's foam insulation on the right hand side, you see? But the one right next to it got air conditioners in it, and it looks like people could be living in it. There was a sign that said, "Don't let your dog dump here." I guess they definitely don't want you to take a poop. Look at this one.
They gated theirs.
They ended up, I guess, trying to separate theirs from the rest. So what they must do is they rent the slot, they rent the property space. I guess monthly, annually, it's like a lease contract. Yeah. We're on North Nebraska. Now, I think I want to stay within the realm of where I was already at. I don't want to be repetitious though, so I'm going to probably go straight, make a left on North Nebraska, and then we're going to make another left. And then we're going to try to get back to 11th Street. Now this is the borderline of the North Tampa neighborhood. This is the borderline. So if we go right and we cross over North Nebraska Ave, then we will no longer be in the North Tampa neighborhood based on the map, what the map is showing. Well, Chilkoot and North Nebraska. We got a little plaza on my right hand side with several businesses. And this is the other side of the trailer park on my left. Looks like they're doing some rehab work on that trailer park right there. You see the gentleman up top? He put new insulation and everything. New sheathing, weather sheathing, which goes below the siding. See this one on my left? So I guess the condition of the trailer varies from owner to owner. I see some
roosters, right?
I see some gigantic roosters crossing the street. They're huge. They're like from the Kellogg's box of cereal. Like they must have used one of these guys for the photo shoot because they're enormous. Wow, I'm gonna point the vehicle to them so that you guys can actually get a chance to see them. Look at these little guys right here. Well, one of them is huge. That one right there on my right. Wow, the whole yard's filled with them. Oh, there's a bunch on my left too. Wow, that's cool. Maybe somebody began raising them and then just let them roam free. That reminds me of the Little Haiti neighborhood in Miami. But it was like in abundance there. There was like every corner you turn, you saw like a dozen or 2 dozen just hens, roosters, chickens just running around. All right, we're on 11th Street and Chilcoot. So this is the block that we exited off of. So we only missed like a little quarter portion right here because behind us is Seneca. So now we're back on path. See, there's no sidewalks. You notice how like on the right we got this little Toyota, which is a Camry, parked on the grass, basically. Yeah, that's a shame. We're passing Holland. What I'm saying is a shame. It's a shame that, you know, you got beautiful neighborhoods that don't promote walking. I know somebody once said, they said, Batoon, these are the neighborhoods where they don't want you to walk. They want you to have a car. We got a little rest in peace memorial right here on my right-hand side. Check it out. Balloons, bottles of Cavassier. Yep. That's sad. Somebody passed away there. There's a little cross and everything. I wonder if it was due to gun violence. Now, North Tampa, based on a Google search, it was said that this is one of the most impoverished neighborhoods in Tampa. And where they get this information from is they utilize unemployment numbers, I guess property values, household incomes, and crime. Actual crime that takes place. We got more, I guess, dumping on my right. There's like 7 young individuals on my right hand side. Young brothers, probably like anywhere from 12 to the oldest looked like he was like 18. But they were teenagers. All sitting on the porch. We're traveling like 9 miles an hour. We got another group of people on my left just chilling and hanging out. Alright, on my left is a dead end, so we're not gonna go left, but this is 11th and Poinsettia. The reason why it's a dead end is because it's a train track. There's a train track on my left hand side. The weather today is 81 degrees. Gentleman on my left has some long pants and a long sleeve striped shirt with some black shoes, some actual shoes. They're not sneakers, but they were, no, I'm sorry, they weren't black, they were brown shoes. They look a little dressy, a little formal dressy. We got apartments on my left hand side. We got a home right here on my left that looks like it's being rehabilitated. The reason I say that is because they got the porta potty out front, and they also have what looks to be like a permit, like a building permit on the window. And it looks in better shape than most of these properties. It looks like they're not finished though. We got a school bus right here on my left hand side. Are they dropping off kids or picking up kids? Let me see. It looks pretty empty, so they may be on their way to pick up kids shortly. See 2 Honda Civics on my right hand side in the yard. Tells me that they're Honda enthusiasts. Like the lower sway bars, the spoilers, the wings, and all of that.
And the license plate read Chucky.
Really? Wow, that's cool. Chucky. I got a viewer who watches the channels who his username is Chucky. We're at 11th and Lindbog. There's a cool little, I wouldn't call it a full-blown monster truck, but there's a cool truck over here on my left. Part of me wants to go straight, part of me wants to go left to show you this little monster truck thing that's going on here. Right there on my left. I don't know if y'all can see. I pointed the car to it. Yeah, it's like on some 40-inch mudding wheels. And it's sitting on what looks to be like a flatbed. It's called the Big Green Machine. Ah, that's cool. Had the raised suspension and everything. Wow, we had a house on my right with a bunch of junk on the front. It looked like maybe they collect scrap metal and they try to compile it into this person right here. I'm a reverse. This person right here must have had their mailbox knocked over a couple times. Look at, and they put poles all around their mailbox. You see it? There's a cute pit bull on my right hand side too. A brown one, a male.
With a cat right next to him.
You got a cat. The cat's his homie. Goes to show you, not all pit bulls are mean. That pit bull had a cat buddy. We're on 11th and Lotus. 11th and Lotus. It's Lotus Ave and 11th Street. Let's make this left-hand turn. Wow, we got another huge dump site right here on my left. Bunch of sofas, bunch of tree debris. It's a shame that, I don't know. It's a shame that, like, they throw them and then they get left there for like weeks, if not months. There should be some type of initiative, like some type of recycling center that gives you maybe some chump change, you know, for your old sofas, for your old mattresses. That will therefore help reduce the litter and the debris you find in some of these neighborhoods. And it might be an incentive. It might give them, you know, some money for a bag of rice or something. A bag of rice is what, $9? If you go, you know, per sofa, you know, you give them $6-7 for an old sofa. But you could probably break that sofa down, get wood that you can recycle, fabrics, get material, get foams. Somehow, look, there's a mattress there too on my left, and a bureau. So if they could have just took all that to a dump site and got $10 maybe, you know, that could have helped them maybe with like a gallon of milk, a couple boxes of cereal for the kids, and it would have helped have the neighborhood look a lot cleaner. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense. I once talked about that buyback initiative, like with tires. Like if they would have did something like that with tires, gave, you know, people 50 cents a used tire, whether it was pop, slash, cut, you know, peel, whatever, blown tire. Just have a buyback initiative. Whoa, this thing's sitting up high. It's a Buick Regal on my left. I'm gonna make this wacky turn just to show y'all this Buick Regal. Wow, this thing is high. Sitting on like some 22-inch, maybe 24-inch rims, and it's funny because they look like spinners, like spinning rims, which haven't been in style since like the 2000s. And they got the cowl hood, but it's beautiful. Like as far as the paint goes, and minus the rims, no, they might not even be like 24s. They're probably like 20s or 22s. See it right there? Awesome paint job. That thing's lifted up high too. It got like a sparkly House of Color paint job. That's the type of brand. We're crossing over some train tracks, CSX transportation tracks. Let's make this left on Latanya and Linebaugh. Or Latana. You're right, Latana. Let's make this left-hand turn. We got more chairs on my right. Those chairs tell me that residents sit out here during the evening hours. We got what looks to be, what's this next to the mailbox? This is not a rest in peace memorial, is it?
No, figurines,
well,
flowers.
cool.
Yeah.
We had a resident right here. She was walking with what looked to be her grandchild. She was getting her mail from the mailbox.
Does have one side sidewalk on the right hand.
Oh yeah, right? Good eye, yeah. On the right, there's sidewalks. On the left, there's no sidewalk. So I guess if you wanted to walk on this block, you would have to just walk to the right side. It's sad how they how they make them park on. Look, more dumping right here on my right. You see it? Sofas, mattresses, and everything.
They should have like a waste pod, like at the corner of every block, where, you know, weekly the trash truck can come and pick it up. They can put all their furniture or sofas.
Yeah, because we just passed another sofa on the left, right?
Yeah, like waste pods, something they can just throw away.
Waste pile or waste pod?
A waste pod.
P-O-D, pod?
Yeah.
Look at this yellow EK on my left and a yellow Jeep Wrangler. that person loves yellow. See it? Yeah, so like a bin, like a giant bin, like a dumpster, right?
Right.
Yeah, that might be interesting. It might be an eyesore though. We're on Bougainville and Latana. good idea. Yeah, absolutely. It would definitely give people a place to throw it rather than on the corner. Wow, this dude on my left got a giant boat in his driveway. Check that out. I would love to go slower, but I got a vehicle behind me. I'm gonna pull over and let this vehicle go by because I feel like they're waiting for us to go faster. We got a 2-story house over here. I'm gonna just make this right over here just to show you. I see a 2-story house over on Holland Ave and Latino. Wow, I see a weed whacker on my right laying on the lawn. See that weed whacker? Look at this 2-story house on my left. Is this a house or apartment? That looks like a house. There's one on my right too. Alright. Yeah, those look like houses. I like the color of this house right here. It's kind of like a aqua blue, aqua green almost, like an aqua color, like a high quality H2O color. Like if you go to like Fiji and you look in the ocean, that's what you see, that blue color. We're on 14th and Holland. The older gentleman just drove by us in that Toyota Sienna minivan, and he was on the phone. He was literally just like paying attention to the phone, just coasting right by us. How do you guys feel about people having phone conversations while driving? Do you think that is okay? Or do you dislike when people use their phone while driving? Oh, there's a dog in the yard.
But it's all open.
It's open and there's a dog house, but the dog house is tipped over. The yard looks in very poor shape. There's like trash in the yard and everything. And it's a cute little pit bull. Look at it. It's a female.
She's tied up.
You see her? Yeah, she is tied up. It's a female. You see her? And she's looking at us too. She got big ears. How you doing, girl? Good girl. Good mama bear. It looked like she had a litter because she had saggy boobies. Usually that signifies she's already given birth to a litter. Look on my right, there's another sofa sitting right here next to the mailbox. It looks like it's been sitting for quite some time. Got a pop-up camper on my right. Yeah, that's always disheartening when I see dogs just like chained up in the yard in poor living conditions. And they're mainly used as guard dogs to protect the household, you know, to make noise. Let us know when people are nearby the house so we can look out the window. At least if you're gonna leave your dog outside, make sure that they're in good living conditions. You know what I mean? Make sure that they're in good shape. We got another sofa right here on my right. They stood theirs up.
And another one.
And another one on my left. Here, look at that. Now, that tells me two things. One, a lot of people must be upgrading their sofas around here.
Right.
Two, where they get that money to be upgrading their sofas. We're passing Seneca and Latino. These are dead ends on my left because the train tracks. We're approaching 108th. We're at the intersection of 108th and Latino. So right now it's like we're in the middle of North Tampa. If I'm basing it off the map, we're in the middle of North Tampa. North Tampa, if you look at the map, it's like a standing rectangle. It's longer vertical up and down than it is widthwise. Widthwise, it looks like 6 blocks widthwise. Standing up and down, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 15 plus blocks lengthwise. We got 2 children right here that look like they just got out of school. They were wearing their uniform. They're like brother and sister. We're at 109th and Latino. We could have went left and still did a little bit more of the neighborhood, but I'm gonna stay within the perimeter that we've been doing. we've been doing pretty good so far. We're at 109th and 14th Street. Let's make this right-hand turn on North 14th Street. Look at this property on my left. They gated up the front and they put like a vanity fence in the back. We got another shopping cart on my right. This is Save-A-Lot, right? What's this, a Target? A Save-A-Lot. A Beals. Whatever shopping place that is. Beals. B-E-A-L-L-S? Beals, I guess? I've never heard of that. We're at 108th Ave and North 14th Street. We got two cars, one on my left, one on my right. I'm giving them the right of way. They're the residents here. Alright, I'm gonna cross. Thank you very much.
Oh.
We just had some type of debris from the tree fall on us. It sounded like a rock.
Yeah.
We got a kid on my right. He's with his mom.
And another sofa.
And another sofa and another dog chained up to a tree. We got a Dodge Magnum wagon on my right with some huge rims. We're at 14th and Seneca. We got some tall palm trees over here. My gosh, those two really skinny palm trees on my left, those two trees on my left, I don't know if y'all saw them. They're tall and skinny. Those are palm trees. Kind of remind me of California's palm trees. We're 14th and Chilcoot. We're now approaching 14th and Holland Ave. It looks like we have several apartment buildings right here on my left that are abandoned. They're boarded up. 14th and Holland. They have unsafe structure orange tags on them. They slap them on the window. We're at 14th and Bougainvillea. Something's telling me it's Bougainvillea. Bougain. We don't say the Bougain. There's another rooster on my right hanging out. This mailbox on my right is fortified. You see it? With like cement. I see some Buccaneers flags on my left. Tampa, home of the Buccaneers. We got an Acura Legend, the older Legend over here on my left. Yeah, so what do you guys think about people on the phone? Does it bother you? I guess this would only apply to drivers. Because people who aren't vehicle operators wouldn't be able to understand or sympathize maybe, or not just care. They probably just don't even care. I don't think it's cool for people to be hanging on the phone while driving, because I think it takes your attention away. You're multitasking. You know, you're focused on the conversation with your ear on the phone, and you're focused. But that's taking, even if it's a fraction of your attention, it's taking it off of the road. I've had a bunch of people cut me off or drive by me or fly by me, and they're on the phone, and it's like, whoa. Texting's another thing, because you look down. When you text, you're looking down at the phone. So that's really taking your eyes off the road. And then they got so many hands-free devices nowadays, you can even put it on speakerphone. So if you really wanted to hold a conversation, put it on speaker. I see a Barney-colored purple Altima on my left. We're at 14th and Lionbog. I'm gonna make this left, but let's go up. I see a whole bunch of more dumping up front. So this neighborhood definitely does have a dumping problem, if any. They need a better way to dispose their waste. It's mainly the furniture, because that's stuff. I don't know what the trash companies are like over here. I know in Philly, they'll take some of it, you know, to an extent. We're at 99th Ave and 14th Street. They'll take some of it, especially if you help them. They'll definitely take it. Like if you go out there and you help them throw the stuff in, they'll take it. But I don't know if this is the neighborhood where they have the truck that comes, that does the work, and there's no guys out here lifting up this trash. Then if that's the case, then it makes sense why there's sofas everywhere, because the machine's not gonna come and pick up the sofa and throw it in the trash. There's only one guy operating that. But you see right here on my left, there's TVs, there's like old cabinets and children beds and stuff. Let's make this left on 98th Ave. We're on the lower portion of the North Tampa map. The house on my right had a nice big piece of property around it. Then a house is an apartment. It looks like two separate apartments. We have another fortified mailbox on my right with bricks. Let's make this left-hand turn. We're on 98th Ave and Hyacinth. Hyacinth. You seen that Volkswagen on my left? The Scooby van. Wow. Hyacinth. On my right, we got some more dumping. Yeah, it must be the last thing that I said. It must be when I said the trucks. You see, because these bins look like the bins that we're at 99th and Hyacinth. These bins look like the bins that the truck will come over and they stick the arm out. Because you see right here, look at it. You see? It has like the little arm. So it probably picks it up, flips it in, and boom, boom. And they only do regular waste and recycling. You probably got to call the special department. They might have a waste area, a space where you can really get those disposed of. You can throw them out, but you probably got to A, drive it there, and B, you got to pay money. Because we got that in Philly. That's why sometimes in Philly they be like, Toomba, why is there so much trash and waste just dumped everywhere? Well, I see two Acura TLs, one in the copper orange and one in like a baby blue. The baby blue definitely is an aftermarket color. The copper orange, that looks like a factory color. We're on Hyacinth and Limbo because they charge. I think in one of our spots, it's on 2nd and Erie in Philadelphia. Once you come down 2nd Street, there's a dump on the right-hand side, and it says minimum. He's weed whacking his lawn on my right. I'm using a weed whacker. It says the minimum requirement to dump is $90 worth. So you need to have up to $90 worth of weight in order to pay them to throw your trash at their site. So people look at that like, what? I gotta pay to throw away my trash? They'd rather dump it in the streets, which is sad, but that's the sad truth to it. Maybe if it was free, some people, not all, because there's still gonna be some lazy people who's gonna throw their trash outside, but you might get a half percentage more who might go up and say, all right, well, it's only free. It's free. Let's throw it in the car and we throw that at the dump. You gotta understand too, some of these people, they might not even have a car. They might not have a truck to dump a sofa. We're at Hyacinth and Poinsettia. I see more roosters and chickens on my left. Because you need to have a big vehicle to throw the sofas away. But I think as Americans and or as humans in general, because I think humans globally, we cause a lot of waste, a lot of emissions, a lot of debris, you know. They say that we use a lot. We don't look at this. There's two more what's this?
Roosters.
Like I'm trying to think, is it a hen and a rooster, right? Wow, there's another one over there on my left. Far in. Wow, you see them? I don't know if y'all can see them because they're in the shade. Let me try to tell them to subscribe. You hear them, y'all?
That we still got a sore throat.
Yeah. I would have a sore throat too if I was all day.
Look at that one.
Yeah, that one has
That's
got a nice color. Yeah. The street's a little rough too. There's a little baby hen over here on my left. Oh, and baby chicks. Baby chicks over here on my left. But look at this. Look at this. Goes to show you how long the trash will stay here. Because here's furniture. Right here on my left, furniture right there. That big pile is furniture, it's wooden furniture. You could tell it's been there for a while because it's been wet and it's been exposed to moisture. It's been rained on, and then it just falls in. Look at these trash cans on my left, just push down. We're on Hyacinth and Bougainvillea. That name is gonna haunt me in my dreams. I'm gonna be sleeping and I'm thinking Bougainvillea. Bougie. Oh man. Let's make this left on Bougainvillea and Astor Ave. Astor. We have a Castor. They have an Astor.
Like a mattress.
Yeah, another mattress on my right. We got a car behind me. We got a female in a pinstripe suit. She's working on her trunk. Let me pull over because I got an Infinity behind me. We're on a Holland and Astor. Got some Halloween decorations on my right. They used an RC car body and put it over their mailbox. That was cool. That was something cool. Like a 1/8 scale RC body for like a nitro car or something. We're on Astor and Chilkoot. I think that was cool because I used to have a lot of RC bodies, so I never even thought of repurposing a mattress on my left. You see it? I've never even thought of repurposing an RC body for a mailbox. That was clever. We got a cool classic Ford truck on my left. It's gray. It looks decent. We're on Astor and Seneca. Yeah, that's a pretty cool truck on my left. You see it? We got the mag wheels and everything. Looks nice. They just unloaded some rims. Some young guys there. Look like they got an RX-7. I don't know if they're Haitian or if they're African American or Cuban because they're of dark complexion. They had dreads and everything. They might be Rastas. But they had good taste because they had the RX-7, the 88 through 91 body. It was under a car cover. We're at Astor and 108th. And they had some like 15 by 8 inch rims, some aftermarket rims, deep dish, with a white face, a tire set. That was the house with the truck, the pickup truck that I was pointing at. That was cool. We're at 109th and Astor. I'm gonna make this right. We could keep on going straight for another 3 or so blocks, but I'm gonna make it right. This is the perimeter we've been staying in. All right, this is the borderline right here, 15th Street. 15th Street is the border. We got Copeland Park on my left-hand side. Let's make this right hand turn. Got that female on my right. Oh, they're giving the little homie a haircut. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Giving him a haircut outside. And he had a Buccaneers. I swear it was like a flag. They used it as a cutting net. We're at 15th and what's that? Tilson? Not a cutting net. Like a bib. Like one of them barber bibs. We're at 15th and Charm Lane. I got cars behind me. This is the main route. We're passing the 45 bus stop. I'm gonna have to travel 20 miles an hour, guys. I was going relatively slow. We're passing Chilkoot, but the speed limit here is 30, so I gotta speed it up because I got several cars behind me. We're at 15th and Heather. Remember, on my left, it would not be considered North Tampa. On my left, you got University Square, and below it, you got Tampa Overlook. Above us, we got the Azor Estates. All right, we're gonna cross the street right here. This is Bougainville. On our left, we got North Forest Hills. All right, the car behind me kind of slowed down some. Below us, we got Sulphur Springs, and we got the Lower Reed Park North neighborhood. There's a lot for sale on my left. The streets were a little rough. I mean, I felt rougher, but they did have flaws. We're at 15th and Poinsettia. Like if the asphalt should probably be laid again. A couple cracks, couple indentations, bumps, leveled or layered asphalt. We got a gentleman on my left riding a bicycle too cool for school. 15th and Anona, and look at more sofas on my right. Wow, there must have been a discount on sofas in the neighborhood. There's a lot of sofas disposed. We're at Linball, 15th and Linball. There should be like a sofa refinery or something, where you can take those sofas and they'll burn them. You know what I mean? I mean, that might not be healthy either, because the chemicals in the sofa and in the yarn and in the wood. But somehow they gotta do something with them. We're at 15th and 99th. 15th Street and 99th Ave. Now we're at 98th. Now the trick here is if I go left, we're no longer in the neighborhood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this down farther than we've ever been. I'm going to take this down farther. We're going to go to 97th. We're at 97th. I'm going to take it to Ann. So we're at 97th and 15th Street. I'm going to take it down to Ann. It's the next block. Look, more sofas on my right. Sheesh. Look on my left. More sofas. What? And beds on my right. There's more sofas. We've got dumping in Philly, but we ain't got sofas everywhere. We might have a sofa or two within a larger space than this, but this is a really dense space to have sofas on every other block thrown out. It's like people must be getting inspired to buy a sofa. And look at that house got a sofa. Let's go change our sofa, honey. Go buy a new sofa. We're on Ann Street. I'm gonna take this up 2 or 3 blocks. We got several people in front of us on bicycles. Looks like teenagers. We're at, oh, this is Annie. Astor and Annie. There's a couple youngsters on mountain bikes right here on my left and on my right. Alright, so we could turn up 14th or we can take it a step further. And I would take it a step further. I believe we was on 14th, so 14th would be repetitive. So we're going to take it a step further. We're going to take this little back block that's next to the tracks. Oh, snap. This road's kind of rough. Oh, wow, it's rough. We got one of those CSX trains on my left. The houses on my right got rear driveways. That looks like an apartment. Apartment A, apartment B, right? Yeah. Alright, so this is just a single locomotive on my left. I thought it was going to be like the full shebang. We got a nice little classic over here on my right. It's something, I can't tell. It looks like a Chevy box, but is it? Let me see on my right. It got like some 24-inch rims. It's covered. You see it right there? I'm trying to make out what it is. Oh, it's definitely a sedan. It got 4 doors. It might be a Chevy Caprice box, but I can't really tell, to be completely honest with you, because they got it covered up pretty good. But so I see there's several individuals in this neighborhood in Tampa that love the big wheels. They love to lift the cars, big wheels, old school car. I think my favorite one that I saw yet was what was it, a Buick Regal? Or was it a Cutlass Supreme? I forgot which one it was. It was the purple one. We're at 98th and Commerce. Now, Commerce converts to Brooks. Now we're on Brooks. And we didn't go through Brooks. We got a female right here on my left-hand side with a shower cap sitting out front of the house talking on the phone. We had another sofa on my right-hand side. It's like, if they could make a horror movie, Attack of the Sofas, and the sofas just, come alive. It's like the sofa apocalypse. You sit on your sofa watching TV, and then your sofa just eats you. I could picture that, like a low-budget, cheesy indie movie, like an indie film. Because they had Attack of the Bread. Remember Attack of the Bread, Attack of the Toast? She don't remember. She's thinking she's looking up in the sky because she don't remember. But there was a movie with Killer Bread. We're at Lombard and Brooks. Yeah. There was a couple crazy, wacky movies like that back in the day. Alright, we got another. Ooh, this car coming fast. We got a Hyundai and we got a Toyota Camry. Let's make this right. And let's go back down the border. And when we go down the border, then we'll cut left. Next to the 45 bus stop, we're on Line Ball. Oh, here's the copper Acura on my left, the one I was telling you about earlier. Oh, and they got an EF Civic, and they got a baby blue Acura Tia also, and they got an EK Civic. That was a sedan EF Civic. Hyacinth. We're on Hyacinth and Limbaugh. Wow. And the EF on deck. Had to be Puerto Ricans. So you know. that looked like something like my driveway would look like. Let's make this left-hand turn on Linebaugh and North 15th Street. Attacking the sofas on my left-hand side. The bad thing about sofas too is that they can have like bed bugs, you know, fleas, mites. So it's like repurposing them is hard too. Passing poinsettia. Remember when our elders, the older folks in our lives, would get their sofas wrapped in plastic so it lasts forever? Remember the plastic wrap? How many of my viewers have plastic wrap sofas? I bet you a few of them do. We're at Bougainvillea and 15th. Yeah, the reason why they would wrap them is to prolong the life. You know what I mean? Especially if you had like a white sofa, but then you would wrap it, right, with the clear plastic, right? And the sofa was white. We're passing Heather Ave, 15th and Heather. And then in several years, the sofa will start to yellow. The plastic will like yellow some. You know what I mean? You remember, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We're at 15th and Chilku. Wow, that guy was in a rush. We're at 15th and Seneca. I'm gonna allow this cyclist to go. Go ahead, buddy. Motorcycles for life, Anto. We're passing Charm Lane. Remember, if we cross to our right, we're no longer in the North Tampa neighborhood. We're passing Tilson. This is where they were giving the haircut on my left. It must be like an uncle or somebody giving his nephew a haircut. Alright, now we're crossing over into uncharted territories. We got Copeland Park on my right hand side. We've never been here. This is still part of the North Tampa neighborhood. I just didn't pass, I believe, 109th. We got 3 individuals on my left hand side. Look like teenager girls just walking. We got a house for sale on my left hand side. The house address is, I cannot see it. Wow. Yeah, it was really hidden. Let's make this left on 113th Ave. We got a little Mini Cooper. We're going to allow the Mini Cooper to pass us. We're at 15th Street and 113th Ave. That Mini Cooper looks like a wagon. The gentleman on my left that seems to be vaping. Wow, dude, you just blew out a chimney worth of smoke. What do you guys think about vaping? What are your thoughts on vaping? Oh, we got a bunch of ducks on my right hand side. It's those turkey looking ducks. We're on 113th and Astor. I had a couple friends who vaped. I ain't never get into that. We're at 113th and Hyacinth. And I remember them telling me that they had chest pains. I think even my younger brother vaped for like a little bit. We're at Copeland Village on my right. And he said that he would wake up with chest pains. We're at 113th and 14th Street. This is a dead end in front of us, so we're gonna make this left-hand turn. It literally says dead end, so I'm not just making it up. Let's make this left-hand turn. 113th and Latino. You see right there on my right hand side, that yellow sign, dead end. No trespassing, City of Tampa emergency room. while this Honda Accord passes because he's already going for the hole. It's she, I'm sorry. She was already going for the hole. Got more sofas on my right hand side. Those are at least in sitting position. Like you can actually, oh, they had a bunch of trash on their lawn. Those sofas were at least in sitting position, so if you wanted to, you know, take a little breather, you could just sit down. We're now approaching 109th. I think I'm gonna make a left and zigzag these 4 blocks that we just passed because y'all didn't get a chance to see them. Let's make this left-hand turn.
On East 109th Street.
Okay, absolutely.
Avenue. 4th Street.
Let's make this left right here.
On North 14th Street and East 109th Avenue.
Got a boarded up house on my right hand side. Some of these houses have garages. Like on my right, I see one with a garage. It's a cinder block house. Looks like a lot of these houses were made with cinder block. What I noticed is a lot of the tropical houses seem to be made with cinder blocks. Look what we have here on my left hand side, ladies and gentlemen. We have a bright yellow cousin of ours. A smart car.
He flashed the lights.
He flashed his lights at us. So I gave him a beep beep. He had a bright yellow one. The thing was bright. The thing looked like a taxi cab. Yo, could you imagine doing Uber in a smart car and like picking up like a group of people and then you pull up and you ain't got that many seats? So y'all got to lap it up, yo. There's a car on my left that looks crashed. Oh, a Charger. Wow, you got into an accident. Mostly thought that they were speed racing. Neighborhood watch area. Criminals beware. Tampa Police Department. Wow, the way they say it. Criminals beware.
It wasn't much cleaner
On this side, right? Well, on my left, that's that Copeland Village. Let's make a right on North Hyacinth. Yeah, I kind of noticed that too. When you pass 109th, this area was slightly cleaner, slightly more maintained.
Even the abandoned or boarded houses were clean.
Yeah. But it wasn't free from sofas. We did see the sofas. But like I said, those sofas were sat for you to sit on. Like, they weren't flipped upside down and all that. Well, that was the worst example of a property line separation. They took like fishing wire and they like wrapped their property line, but it wasn't even like neatly wrapped fishing wire. It was like all tangled up.
They wanted to prove a point that this is my land.
Yeah. Seriously, dude. See, these houses got nice little cemented driveways. And this is still North Tampa. Like this one right here is nice. Address 10919 Hyacinth, Tampa, Florida. 10,919. 1-story home. It even has a porch with an awning with the bug mesh guarded fence. There's a big box screen TV on my right. That mesh that keeps bugs out. That comes in handy because bug season is a pain in the butt. You try to sit down and have a meal and then the bugs land in your meal. We got the SRT neon on my right with turbo. I remember when those came out. You even wanted them. what do you guys think about a bug landing in your food, like gnats and stuff? I know people who are completely fine with it. They say, oh, well, you know, bugs are in food anyway, they'll still eat the food. There's some countries where the food, while it sits raw, flies sit in it and all types of bugs land in it, and they'll make it. Or while they're cooking food, they're chopping up the food and everything, there's bugs landing in the food and everything, but they believe once it gets cooked, it gets clean. You know what I mean? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately we just reached our 1 hour mark. We covered a good portion of the North Tampa neighborhood. We didn't cover it all, but we did a good amount. I just wanted to plant the seeds, show you guys what it looked like, show you guys another area of Tampa, Florida. Let me know your thoughts, share any knowledge, show some love. This is your homeboy Toon, Mr. Toon Dollars.
And Omi.
Y'all already know. And we're going to go hit another neighborhood tour. We tuning out, right?
Tuning out.
Tuning out or we ooming out?
Ooming out.
Alright, y'all. Take care. Peace.